wondering why you would purchase this membership versus getting free recipes online from another website, how we're different, how Ideal Mealz is different from everybody else that's out there. We created this with you in mind. I've been in your position. I've had a family. I've traveled around the world. I've sat on airplanes wondering what I was going to have for dinner when I got home that night or for the rest of the week with my family. And I spent a lot of times in grocery stores just kind of wandering around wondering what I was going to purchase. And it's one of the reasons I went into business as a personal chef, to help people deal with that dilemma and help them to make healthy food choices without the frustration, and not to be convinced by children and family members who are just wanting a fast solution in purchasing the wrong foods as a result. With Ideal Mealz, we take all of that guesswork and frustration out of it. You go to a website where there are 30 recipes that cover a broad spectrum of taste and cultures. They're chef tested. We've tested these recipes in a way that you would cook at home in single portion quantities and larger portion quantities. So we know that it will scale, but if you want to cook for one or two, it works as well. What you see in front of you is an Ideal Mealz assembly line. How do I go about it? I've cleaned the kitchen, I've done my grocery shopping, and she keeps talking about pre-assembly. What does that look like? Here's what it looks like. You get your vegetables scrubbed, peeled, diced, chopped, sliced, whatever, blanched, if it makes sense to go in the freezer. Your dry ingredients you'll keep in your pantry. There's no reason to freeze that. Things like pasta or spices that have a good long shelf life. But your meats, you open up your packaging if you've bought larger portion sizes, you cut that and weigh it or measure it, put it in the freezer bags along with the other ingredients, separate, individual. Obviously your meat's going to go in a plastic bag, your vegetables will go in a separate. That all goes in one large freezer bag with the printout that's not the recipe but the cooking instructions later, so that when you put all of these meals in the freezer, you can go to that and see what's in the bag and how long it takes to cook it. The night before you go to bed, you remove that for dinner the next night, put it in your refrigerator. And on those busy nights when you're tempted to eat out or make poor food decisions because you're in the grocery store late or rushing around, you'll know that that food is already waiting for you in the refrigerator at home.